We are going to need a squishy ball if you have. You can also use a pillow if you don't have a squishy ball. And then just your regular weights. 1 or 2, 1 pound really, I would say. And then you could use a can, like cans or bottles or whatever, you know the deal there. All right. Oops. Okay. We'll get started in just a minute. So we'll start with just with our weights in our hands, and we'll start standing. You guys can hear me okay? I'm on a different computer today. Yeah? Okay. Let's see if this is going to work. Can you see me? Perfect. Okay. All right. So grab your weights and then let's come to standing. We'll use a ball when we come down to the mat, but just start standing, feet about hip distance apart. Give your legs a little shake out, shoulders away from your ears, nice and relaxed, nice long spine. So thinking about the top of your head reaching up, heels pressing down, ribs nice and tight around your center. We're just gonna start, just hold on to your weights, have them down by your sides, and then let's just come right up onto our toes. So when you come up, remember, we don't wanna let our chin come forward or our whole head. We wanna stay in this nice straight spine as high up as you can. Take a breath without locking those knees and slowly lower those heels back down. So keeping your eyes on one point is going to be helpful there. And again, and try to keep your eyes looking straight ahead. So not down, even if your computer, your phone or whatever is down lower, try to keep your eyes straight ahead so that neck stays nice and long. We're going to go 4 more like this. So exhale up, feel those ribs tighten up around your center. Inner thighs are connecting so your knees don't fall out. Outer thighs are connecting so your knees don't fall in. And then slowly drop those heels. Let's do that again. Even pressure through each one of those toes. Right up, grow tall. Slowly right down. Go 2 more like that. Press through each one of those toes. Lifting, lengthening, shoulders stay away from your ears, controlling down. And we're gonna go 1 more. We're gonna come up, hold right there. Okay, arms are gonna go right in front. So keep those arms in front. From here, we're just gonna come straight down, keeping your shoulders flat against that wall or imaginary wall. Press into each one of your toes as you stand. So just go 4 like that, thinking about that neutral. So trying to avoid coming into those hinges, into that natural kind of whatever position your body would take. I want you to try and stay as straight up and down as you can for these. You're just gonna go 2 more like this, thinking about those inner thighs again, so your knees don't fall out. 1 more, inhale down, press all the way up, and then drop your heels. All right, so we'll stay there. Now think about your weight staying even in both feet. We're gonna press, or even from side to side, so we're not gonna shift. We're gonna lift our right heel up. Most of your weight is now in your left. Grow tall, lift that right up, and then stay there. So you're gonna bring your arms wide to this side, hold when you're there, and then just tap those right toes down. Grow tall, feel your core connect. Your shoulders are still back, up, and then tap down. So you're gonna do that again. Go 4 more like that. Inhale up. Feel that left inner thigh squeezing in toward your midline. Go 3. Control, stay nice and tall. 2. And down 1 more. Let's go right up. Stay there. Okay, so you're here. Now you're gonna hinge your upper body forward. Your arms are gonna reach in front of you. As your upper body hinges forward, send that leg behind you. And now you're gonna bring your arms down as your legs come back to 90, approximately. So hinge forward, arms reach, extend out. Don't tip over like I am. And then come all the way back up, 90 degrees. Got it? We've got 5 more like that. Inhale, hinge, extend, reach. Keep that pressure through the inside of that left heel, left big toe is pressing that little bit for that extra bit of stability. And again, inhale, hinge, and reach. Ready, back up. And in, really challenging that stability this morning. You've got 3 more. Hinge forward, reach, press through that left heel, left big toe, all the way in, grow tall as you can. 2 more. Hinge and reach. Press through that left heel, left big toe, grow tall, up. Last one, inhale, hinge, reach out, take a breath all the way in, grow tall, and then drop that right foot back down. Take a breath, you ready? So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we'll start, I'll still stay on my side. We're gonna go up with our left heel, not shifting. Actually, I gotta show you this. So we don't wanna shift our weight to the right. So keep your right inner thigh squeezing in. I'm a little lost for words this morning here. Lift your left heel and then let's go up here. We're gonna go up, hold. So keep your arms reaching, just tap those toes, growing tall, and then down. Exhale up and down. So each time you're lifting that leg, think about that right inner thigh. I'm leaning a little to my right there. Try to stay nice and tall. Really feel that connection. Right inner thigh squeezes toward your midline. Go for 3, up, control, down. Go for 2, and down, and then 1 more, you're gonna go up, and then stay up. So leg is at 90 degrees. From here, we're gonna reach our arms forward, hinge your upper body forward, leg back, take a breath, and then pressing through your right heel, right big toe, come all the way up, grow tall. Good. Again, inhale, hinging to start the movement. Reach those arms away from that left heel. Press through that right heel, right big toe. You're coming all the way up. Grow tall. You ready? 5 more. Inhale, hinging, reaching, extend, take a breath. Press through that right heel and right big toe all the way up. Go for 4. Hinge, reach, take a breath, all the way in, grow tall, and 3, and reach, press through that right heel, right big toe, connecting, shoulders away from your ears, right up, last 2, hinging, reaching, take a breath, press through that right, up, and in, last 1, hinging, extend, reach long, all the way up, whoa, all the way in, and then float that leg down. Good job. Okay, take a breath there. We're gonna reach our arms wide to the side, turn your palms to face up to the ceiling and hold. You're gonna pull your elbows in, so really feel your triceps magnetizing into your waistlines, and then reach a little bit above shoulder height, so you're coming in, and reach. So go 6 more like this. Reach out. 5, nice even work into both arms. If you feel that one of them is kind of initiating the movement, try and initiate with the other. So they're both doing the exact same things. Think about that symmetry in your body. You got 2 more. 1 more. Press up, pull back in, and then just drop your arms down to 90-degree angles. So you're going from here out to here. So hands just in line with your body and then back center. So open out, in, exhale out, inhale in. Good, so go 6 and in, go for 5, out and in, 4 more. And in 3, control, go for 2, squeeze back, and in, last 1, go out and stay there. Now you're gonna reach your right only, palm faces behind you, and then pull back to your starting position. Now just left, palm faces behind you or thumb down and in. So rotate and in, rotate and in. Make sure you're not moving your body as you do this. Keep your core nice and steady. Your spine is long. Twist and back. Exhale, twist, pull in, twist, pull in. Good job, guys. 2 more each way. And out, back in. 1 more here, reach, and in. 1 more here, reach, pull in, and then bring your hands to 90-degree angles, hands right in front of your body. You ready? We're gonna hinge forward. Upper body is in that little bit of a hinge. Your core is connected, ribs are tight around your center. Now from here, stand all the way up. Just extend those arms long, reach them behind you that little bit, and then bend back in. In with control, exhale, press through your heels, squeeze back. In, press, and back. Doesn't matter how far you go into that squat, just really think about your core staying connected, especially on the way up. Press through your heels, feel that core connect. 4, press through those heels, up. 3, and up, last 2. Ready, 1 more. All the way back, and then stay down low. Hold here. Elbows are 2 inches from your waistlines. Kick those arms straight back, and then bend. Right back, and bend. Again, nice long neck. So you're looking down slightly. Go for 5. Core stays connected. You're not arching your back. 4, 3, reach. 2. Last one, reach back. Stay there. Circle your arms around, just small circles. Go 6, 5, shoulders away from your ears. 4, 3, 2, hold, go the other way. Smooth little circles. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now reach your arms in front of you on a little bit of an angle out there. We're going to open our right arm to the side, just in line with your shoulder, and then bring it back in. Now do the same thing left. Open it out and in. Right arm opens, hold, and in. Left arm, hold, and in. Now feel how your ribs want to twist a little bit as you open. Try not to let them. We're not going to do a rotation just yet. Right again, and down. Let's go left. Nice long necks, and in. You're ready? We're going to stand up. Open those arms wide. Come back down. Exhale all the way up. Inhale, control. Go for 5. Up, reaching, and in. 4. Feel that nice sense of openness across your chest and collarbones. 3. And down, last 2. And down, last 1. Let's go right out. Stay there. Arms nice and wide. Bend both elbows in. Press and twist. Both elbows in. Twist. Go 6. In. Watch those knees aren't locking. 5. Twist. 4. 3. Rotate. 2. Last 1. Out, and then just lower those arms. Give your shoulders a little roll out. All right, and then we'll come down onto our mats. So grab your squishy ball or your pillow if you have it, and then just lie flat on your back. Keep those weights handy. All right. Perfect. So yeah, keep your weights at either side. Start with the squishy ball or the pillow between your inner thighs and find your neutral. So tailbone is tipping away. If you don't have a pillow or a squishy ball, it's okay. You don't need to have anything. You'll just cue your inner thighs. You'll just feel your inner thighs kind of squeezing as if there was something there. Same idea, except you're just not having that tactile feeling. All right. So tailbone is tipping away, ribs tight around your center, shoulder blades flat against the mat. So really feel that you're nice and open, relaxed across your chest and your collarbones. Start with abs. So think belly button towards your spine. Press your low back down, lift those hips, reach your knees away from the top of your head. So really feeling that oppositional pull in your body. Knees are reaching that way, top of your head, and the rest of your spine is reaching the opposite way. So up this way. Slowly roll down. Keep that oppositional pull in mind. Knees reaching this way, top of your head reaches this way, all the way to neutral. And do it again. Belly button in. Hold. Again, slowly melting down one vertebra at a time, all the way to neutral. We'll do that again. Go for 2 more like this.
Keep those inner thighs just gently squeezing around the ball, not a big squeeze, just hold it there. And then go one more. All the way up. So you're going to stay here. Upper body is really nice and quiet. Just squeeze inner thighs. So squeeze for 6 and release. As you squeeze your inner thighs around that ball, you are not squeezing your glutes. So really isolate inner thighs, not glutes. Release. Go for 4. Little squeeze, little release. Notice if you're tensing anywhere else in your body as you squeeze. Are you tensing in your neck or your shoulders? Abs are working for sure. Glutes are not squeezing. Upper body is pretty quiet. Go for 3. Go for 2. Little squeeze. And go for 1 more. Hold that squeeze and then roll all the way down. Come to neutral and then stay there. Okay, ball is going to go underneath your feet. So again, if you have a pillow, you can just think about your feet being light on the pillow instead of the ball. For the rolling away, it's going to be a little bit harder. So you're just going to have to do your feet, no ball, right? You get the idea. Reach your arms right up to the ceiling, shoulder blades flat against the mat. So really feel those collarbones staying wide. Once we start moving our arms, our shoulder blades want to lift off the mat like that. We don't want them to really ever do that. Keep your shoulder blades flat against the mat as we're working. So we're just going to start with our legs. So squeeze your inner thighs together, those guys we just found, and then let your feet be a little bit light on top of the ball or the pillow. So you're holding there. Now from here, just slowly, arms reach overhead, nothing else changes. And then arms back to the ceiling. You ready? Your feet are staying light. Don't let them press down as you move your arms. Arms open out, feet stay light, arms press back up. Do that again, arms overhead. Seems simple, right? If you're keeping your feet light, it's actually a ton of work. And up, squeeze those inner thighs. You ready? Arms wide. And then press back up. Go for 2 more like this. So you're gonna reach, keep those feet that little bit light on the ball or pillow, press up, and then out to the side, nice and wide. Press all the way back up. Hold. Now from here, we're gonna move our legs away as we reach our arms overhead. Keep your feet that little bit light. Arms come back up, legs pull in. So you don't need to straighten your legs the whole way. You can if you want. If you can keep neutral, that's amazing, but you don't need to. That's not the goal. The goal is to keep neutral, keep your connection, ribs stay tight around your center. So inhale, reaching. Just as far as you're comfortable, keep that core connected. Exhale. So really listen to your body. If you feel your back is starting to arch, just go as far as you didn't feel that arching. So maybe it's here, maybe it's here, maybe it's way out here. It doesn't matter. Keep those shoulder blades flat against the mat. You've got 3 more. Inhale back, exhale, pulling in. Go for 2. Exhale in. If you keep those feet light, it's really hard. Hopefully you can feel that. Last one like this. Inhale out. Exhale. All the way in. Stay there. Let your feet be heavy. Lower those arms down and take a breath. Okay, so again, just toes on top of that ball. Hands behind your head. So elbows hover off the mat a little bit. Tuck your chin, curl forward to flexion. So you're looking down towards those knees. Keep your feet that little bit light on top of the ball, or let them be a little bit light. You'll really feel those abs connect. Shoulder blades are lifting off the mat. We're just gonna stay up here for the first bit. So we're looking towards our knees. From here, bring your right leg to tabletop. Think about your weight on your hips. It should stay even. Drop your right toes down. Left leg to tabletop. And then lower back down. So as you lift your right, your left hip wants to move. Don't let it. And then down. As you lift your left, your right hip wants to lift. Don't let it. And back down. See how those work together? Do that again. Left hip is heavy as your right leg lifts. And then right hip is heavy as your left leg lifts. And back down. Last one here. And down. Last one here. Up. back down, lower the upper body, let your feet be heavy, and take a breath. Okay, so we'll add a little bit more into that. Thinking about the opposite hip, we're gonna be moving one leg, really thinking about the opposite hip staying heavy. So basically just keeping your pelvis even, all right? Hands back behind that head, really hold underneath, kind of at the base of your skull there. Tuck your chin, curl forward, head stays heavy in your hands. Ribs are nice and tight in towards the top of your hip bones there. Keep those ribs hugging around your center. Now let's let our left hip be nice and heavy. Lift your right leg. So the lighter you keep your left foot on the ball, the harder this is gonna be. If you start to feel your back, let your left foot be heavy. Let it go all the way down, that's totally fine. All right, I'll start with it light. Let's be ambitious here today. So we're gonna reach our right leg nice and long. So out on a, 45, even lower if you want, and then pull all the way back in, keeping your left foot a little bit light. So reach away, lower your upper body, and then pull all the way in. Reach and lengthen. All the way in, nice even hips. You've got 4 more here. Inhale out, exhale, 3. Out. Last 2, reach. 1 more, inhale out. All the way in, lower your right, lower your upper body, let those feet be heavy, take a breath. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Remember, really listening to your body, let your feet be heavy or your foot be heavy. If you feel your back, don't reach your leg as low. It really doesn't matter. Everyone's gonna be a little bit in a different range here. All right, so tuck your chin again, curl forward, holding there. Let that left foot be light, or let it lift it all the way. And then let your right foot be a little bit light. Mixed up today. Right hip stays heavy. You ready? So we're just gonna start reaching that leg and then pull it back in. So reach only as far as you can, keep that core connected, and then pull back in. Now add that upper body if you want. So inhale back, lengthen. Right stays as light as you can keep it. Out. Go for 5. Lengthening, reach the top of your head from those toes and curl. And again, inhale, lengthening. Go for 3. Reach. 2. Reach. 1 more, reach, lengthen, all the way in, left lowers, all the way down with that upper body. Hug those knees into your chest, have a little roll around there. All right, feel those abs? I hope so. Okay, now move the ball over so it's underneath your right foot. All right, upper body's nice and quiet again. I'm gonna give you a couple of different options. Let's just start, let's have your weights handy. I'm gonna give you an option for those, but start without. So we're just gonna press into our left heel to lift our hips up into a hip bridge. So you don't want your right hip higher, you don't want your right hip lower. They should stay pretty even. So you can keep your hands on there if you wanna see what's going on with those. If you want, you can grab weights and reach your arms up, or you can reach your arms up without weights. All right, so we're just gonna be here, shoulder blades flat against the mat. If you start to feel your back, just bring your arms down. They're gonna provide a little bit of support, which is great. Inner thighs are squeezing toward one another like you have a ball between them. Are you ready? You're just gonna drop your hips down low, press into that left heel as you lift. So it's all left glute really. Inhale down, exhale, press, lift. So if you want a little extra arms, you can open and press. Keep those shoulder blades flat against the mat. Open and press. So go 6 more here. Inhale wide and press. 5, nice and wide. 4 more. All the way up. 3, don't forget about that left inner thigh. Keep it squeezing in. That left leg will want to open out. 2. You're ready, 1 more. All the way up. Stay right there. Now from here, can you roll that ball away? Keep your hips lifted and then pull the ball back in. If you want arms, reach. Keep those hips lifted and pull back in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Go for 4. Reach. How's that left inner thigh doing? Keep it squeezing toward your midline. Go for 3. Reach. Lots of left glute. I'm sure you're feeling that. 2. And in. Last one. Reach away. Exhale all the way in and then roll all the way down to the mat. Come through to neutral. Lower those arms. Take a breath. All right, pop the ball underneath your left foot. Make sure those feet are within fingertip reach there, and then press into your right heel. Lift those hips up. So remember, arms can stay down. If you want arms up, they can be up. You can use a weight or not, doesn't matter. So inhale, drop those hips together. Press. So now you've got right inner thigh constantly squeezing toward your midline. Pressure into that right heel, really more than anywhere else. A little bit of right big toe. Open. Press. Inhale wide. Exhale up. So go 5 more like that. Press through that right heel. 4. Shoulder blades stay wide. Collarbones are nice and open. 3. Go for 2. Feel that right glute? I hope so. Go 1 more. Press up, stay at the top. Now send that left leg away. Keep your hips lifting. Don't lose your ball. And then pull back in. So exhale out, hips stay lifted. Inhale in. Add those arms if you want so you can reach and back. Go 5 more. Keep those hips lifting. Don't forget about that right inner thigh. 4. And in with control. Go for 3. Reach. Shoulder blades flat against the mat. 2. 1 more. Inhale out. Exhale, pull in, and then roll all the way down. Come through to neutral. Lower those arms. Hug those knees and have a little roll around there. One way and then the other. And then let's come on to our side. So let's start on our right side today. So right side, I'm going to give you a couple of options again. So if you don't have any shoulder issues, let's try this today. If this position starts to bother you, you can lie flat down. That's totally fine. But if you want that little bit of an extra challenge for those obliques, start with your right elbow pretty much underneath your right shoulder. All right, waistlines are long. This is a horrible shirt for seeing that, but yeah, waistlines stay long, so ribs are neutral. You're not gonna let your rib cage do this. You're not gonna let your shoulder lift up towards your ear. Really important, we just stay nice and lined up. I'm gonna keep my left hand on my left hip to start. So I'm just gonna clamshell up, get that knee as high as you can, and then I'm gonna control, resist as I lower. So I'm just gonna go up and down. So go 6 more like this. Controlling, then you can look down to the ground if you feel any tension in your neck. Go for 4, resist down. 3, resist down. 2, get to that high point, resist. 1 more, resist. You ready? We're gonna go up, extend that leg, bend it in, and then lower down. So up, in, and down. As you kick that leg out, your right ribs really want to drop. Don't let them. And down, go for 4. Up, in, and down. 3 more. Up, in, and down. Last 2. How's that right shoulder doing? Keep it away from that ear. If you can't, just lie flat. That's fine. 2, in, and down. Last 1. Up, reach, in, and down. Now go back up and stay. You're gonna bring your toes, keep this bent. You're just gonna bring your toes to the front edge of your mat, toes to the back edge. So up, like you're drawing a rainbow with your toes, keeping your hips pretty stacked. Up, up and down, up and down, up and down. Good, go 4. And back, right rib stay lifting. 3, and back. Last 2, and back. Last 1. Let's go up, and then lower that leg all the way down. Come all the way onto your right side. Have one weight handy. Grab your ball or your pillow. You're going to put it between your ankles and reach your legs straight out. So lying flat, waistlines are long, ribs are nice and tight around your center. So keep that as we work. We're going to reach out through our toes and we're going to lift both legs up. So hold when you're up there, let your head be heavy on your right arm, reaching your toes away from the top of your head. Slowly lower to a hover, and then you're going to squeeze back up. So inhale down, exhale as you lift. Whoa. Inhale down and lift. Lower. Go for 5. Squeeze those inner thighs, lift. 4, 3, squeeze. 2, watch those right ribs. Last one, up and stay. From here, squeeze those inner thighs tight around the ball. Keep your left leg still, just squeeze your right one. So that's your bottom leg squeezing up for 8. Squeeze for 7, feel those right obliques as you squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold your squeeze, bottom leg stay still, squeeze your top down. Top down. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Notice if you're tensing anywhere else in your body. You should feel abs, inner thighs. 3, 2, last one. Hold that little bit of a squeeze. If you want to, you can grab a weight. If not, you can just try reaching your arm up to the ceiling. Hold there. Last little bit, you're going to reach your arm away from those toes, and then you're going to go right back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale. So you got inner thighs, you've got those left obliques. Almost feel that your right inner thigh is lifting the weight of your left leg. It's lifting the weight of your ball. Reach. Go for 4. Inhale, lengthen. 3, lengthen. 2. 1 more. Squeeze up, hold there, lower those legs all the way down. Bend them in and then stay. Get rid of the ball if you want. All right. Stay stacked. And then right up. Inhale as that arm comes down, imagining your shoulder blades are against a wall, so you're not rounding forward, you're not rolling back. Keep those shoulders stacked for 5 more like this. Really control the movement. Doesn't matter how far you go. Think about your shoulder blades staying against a wall. Go for 3. Go for 2, not letting that weight pull you. 1 more, you're gonna reach down. Now we're gonna move our shoulders. So arm is gonna reach up, start looking towards those fingertips. Your shoulder is gonna roll open all the way. Your ribs are gonna roll open. You're gonna reach right back behind you. Don't quite touch the mat. Hold when you're back there. You can reach your right fingertips in front. So really feeling that sense of openness across your chest. And then from here, we're going to start bringing that left arm back up to the ceiling. So start rounding forward through those ribs all the way back till your collarbones are stacked, you're neutral. And then do that again. So arm is going to reach up. You're moving from your upper spine down for this. So shoulder blades move through your sternum all the way till those ribs are nice and open. Reach that left arm out. And you can reach that right in front if you want. Hang there. And then as you come back to neutral, start by stacking through your lumbar spine, through your thoracic, ribs stack up. And then finally those shoulders. You ready? Let's do 1 more like that. So reaching way up, all the way out. Opening that left shoulder blade can be a little bit heavy at the bottom here. Take a nice breath. And then remember, as you come back to center, start with the lowest part of your spine. Roll that forward all the way up. And then right down. Lovely.
Okay, we're gonna flip. We're gonna do the same on the other side. So have a weight handy, have your ball handy as well. We'll start with our left elbow underneath your left shoulder. Make sure you have room to extend that leg. And remember this, you don't want to let your left ribs drop. Keep them that little bit lifted. Left shoulder stays away from your ear. Just that clamshell up, heels underneath your bum there. So get right on up as high as you can, keep your hips stacked, and then slow and controlled back down. Good. So exhale up. That engages those abs. We like that. Abs are keeping your pelvis from shifting all around, which we want. Go for 6. Control. Go for 5. Keep those left ribs lifting. Remember, you can look down if this bothers your neck at all. You can also lie totally flat. Go for 4. Control. Go for 3. Exhale 2. Exhale 1. Let's go up. Now extend that leg in and down. Do that again. Reach in and down. Watch those left ribs. They're going to start to drop as you get tired and relax. In and down. Go for 5. Up. In and down. 4 more. Up. In. Control. 3. In and down. Last 2. In and down. Last 1. Up. In and down. Now go up and stay. So we're going to bring our toes to the front edge, hips again, stay pretty stacked, toes to the back edge, and back. Go for 6, exhale, and back. 5 more, abs deepen, and back. Forward, and back. Good for 3. Go for 2, and back. Last 1, down. And back, and then lower, and come all the way down. Okay, so ball between your ankles. Lie flat out. So reach toes away from the top of your head. So finding that nice long line with your body. You can have your left arm straight if that feels good. Lying on that left ear. Waistlines are long, so your left ribs are going to want to press down each time you lift your legs. That will help to keep you steady. Try to avoid doing that. So keep your left ribs a little bit lifted. Isolate so it's just your arms moving. You can have that right hand in front for support. Just lift and then hold when you're there. Reach toes from the top of your head. Deepen those abs. Slowly lower to a hover and then squeeze back. So the height that you're lifting doesn't matter at all. Really think stability. Neck stays relaxed. Exhale up. Inhale down. So go for 6. Get that little pause. Control. 5. Little pause. Control. 4 more. And down. Last 3. And down. Go 2 more. Exhale. Squeeze. And down, and then go 1 more. Exhale, squeeze up. Stay there. Keep those inner thighs squeezing together. Keep your top leg still. It's a wall. Squeeze your bottom one up. Exhale, squeeze up. Try to keep your knees pointing forward for 8. Squeeze 7. Abs deepen as you squeeze. 6. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Hold that squeeze. Now your bottom leg is a wall. Squeeze your top one down. Exhale, squeeze. Little squeeze. You've got 6. 5. Abs deepen, squeeze. 4. 3. Squeeze. 2. Little squeeze. Last one. Little squeeze. Holding there. You're ready. Squeeze up an extra little inch. Control down. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale down. Last 6. And down. Keep those ribs lifting. 5. Control. Go for 4. Control. 3 more. And down. Last 2. And down. Last one. Squeeze up. Holding there. Take a breath. Lower those legs all the way in.
bend them in, grab that weight, reach your arm all the way up. We're going to do our reaches overhead because we didn't do them with the weight, or we didn't do them with the ball. We're going to reach. So inhale, just reach. You can get rid of that ball now if you want. And up. So as you reach away, your shoulder is not lifting, your waistline, stay long, and then up. Let's reach. And up, go 4 more like this. Inhale, and back. 3, shoulder stays away from your ear as you reach. Maybe that means you can't reach it as far. That's totally fine. 2. And up, last one, reach. Shoulder stays down, back up. Stay, now slow and controlled right in front of you. Shoulder blades stay flat against that wall, and then back up. So inhale down, controlling ribs stay tight around your center. Left ribs are lifting a little bit off the mat. Control back up. So if you're using momentum at any point, this is going to be quite a bit easier. So really think about that control. Don't let your hand come past shoulder height. Just go to shoulder height. So that controlled range really makes it challenging as well. Back up just so your hand is on top of your shoulder. Go for 4 more like this. 3, control, and reach. Last 2. You're ready? We're going to go into that full range. So we're going to come down. Now bring your arm back up. As you get to pretty much 90 degrees, you're going to start to reach your arm behind you. So rolling your right shoulder back, open up through your rib cage, through your hips that little bit. As you reach to the wall behind you, you can reach your left arm in front. Take a nice breath there. And then start bringing those hips back to neutral. Your arm is going to follow as your ribs come back to center, and then your shoulders, and then that arm reaches. Take a breath. So remember, just shoulder height all the way up, right above your shoulder, and then start looking towards those fingertips. Start rotating open. Keep reaching and reaching through those fingertips. Pelvis opens up that little bit. Take a breath there. All the way back. So hips stack, ribs stack, shoulders stack last for that one. On the way back, and we'll do 1 more. All the way, so moving from your shoulders first down to your pelvis. Reach, reach, reach. Controlling, keep reaching through those fingertips all the way. Hips are nice and open. Take a breath. And then stack those hips back up. Stack those ribs, shoulders, arm comes forward. Good. And then release that guy down. All right, let's come up to a 4-point kneel now. Check my time. Perfect. Okay, so hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. All right. So really feel that your shoulders are away from your ears there. Collarbones are nice and wide, and you are neutral. So you're not here, you're not here. You're just in that flat back position with your core connected that little bit. So let's start left. Left leg's gonna kick straight out behind us. We're not gonna let our weight shift to the right. In fact, we're gonna press into our right knee to activate that right inner thigh, so our right knee stays under that right hip. Now extend your left leg back behind you. So really reach those left toes away. Take a breath. Slowly bend that knee and just tap ever so slightly, and then kick back, squeeze up. So the goal is to keep your pelvis completely still. Tap, back, and up. Imagine you had a cup of tea on the small of your back here. You don't. Some of you may have done this with me with a toning ball on your pelvis. That's the idea. We're staying completely still as we move this left leg. That means completely still from moving laterally as well. So you're not letting your hips shift to the left. I know they want to. Back, squeeze. Go for 3. In, back, squeeze. Go for 2. In, back, squeeze. Last one. In, back, squeeze up. Stay there. Your pelvis is steady. Bend your knee, flex your foot, kick your heel up 2 inches, and lower it down to. As you kick up through that left heel, you're pressing into your right knee. So you're squeezing under this left glute. Right knee presses to activate those right obliques and right inner thigh. Squeeze and down. Nice long necks, long waistlines. You've got 4, just a little squeeze. 3, hamstring and glute. 2, last one, little squeeze up. Bend that leg in. Sit yourself back to a shell stretch. Give your wrists a little twist out. All right. Okay. So give those wrists a little shake. No, I'm gonna go this way to show you the next one. So we're gonna stay on the same side. So left leg is gonna move again. You can do this on your hands. If your wrists bother you, you can come down here as well. All right, so we're gonna kick our left leg out, pressing into your right so that your weight isn't shifting right. Lift that left leg up and stay. So reaching your toes away from the top of your head. Now we're moving to lateral rotation. So turn your knee to point to the left side, just as much as you can without totally moving your hips. Now bend that left knee in towards your left elbow and then kick back, squeeze up. In, squeeze. In, back, and squeeze. Now each time I bend my left leg in, I'm pressing into my right knee and my right shin. 4 more. 3, in, 2, in, back, squeeze. Last one. In, back, squeeze. Bend your knee. So you're laterally rotated. Lift that leg 2 inches up, 2 inches down. 2 inches up, 2 inches down. So I'll show you the front view. My knee is out to this side and then I'm just lifting up a little bit and lowering down. Lifting up a little bit without letting my weight shift to the right. Got it? It's just small. Go for 5, little squeeze. 4, 3. You might feel your right glute more than you feel your left. That's okay. That means you're staying steady. 2. Last one, squeeze up and then bend all the way in. Sit yourself back again to that little shell stretch. Give those wrists a twist, shake them out. And then we will do those 2 on the right side. So again, stability is the most important thing. Keeping your left knee underneath your left hip on this side is what we really want. All right, so we're here, hands under those shoulders, knees under your hips. Press through your left knee and your left shin. Kick that right leg out behind you and then lift it up. So lengthen, reach toes from the top of your head. Now just tap, barely tap, squeeze up. Inhale down, press through that left knee and left shin as you kick. You've got 6, 5, in and reach. 4 more. In, 3, exhale, back. Go for 2. Last one. Exhale, back. Stay there, bend your knee, flex your foot. Stay right there, squeeze up 2 inches and down to. Exhale, up 2 and down to. Go for 6 little squeezes. Little squeeze. 5, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, little squeeze. Last one, little squeeze. Press through that left. Bring that right in all the way. Sit yourself down again. Have a little shell stretch. All right, and then we'll do the same 2 in lateral. So remember, you can come to your elbows if you want. If not, hands under your shoulders, elbows under your shoulders if you're on your elbows. Press through your left knee and left shin. Kick that right leg out again. Lift it up and then stay when you're there. Turn it out without totally turning out your hips. And then bend that leg in, kick back out and up. So in. It's going to be really easy to just drop your weight over to the left when you do this. Don't do it. 5, in. Good job, everybody. 4, keeping that neutral. Don't let your tail tuck under. 3. Last 2. squeeze. Last one, in, back, squeeze up, and then bend your knee from there. Remember your left knee and left shin are lined up on the left side. From here, just lift that right up 2 inches and down 2. So up 2 inches and down 2. Don't really change anything. You're just lifting your thighs. Squeeze. Go for 6. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3. Exhale, squeeze. 2. Squeeze. Last one, squeeze it up. Bend that leg in. And again, sit back to that shell stretch. Give your wrists a good little shake. Good job, everybody. And then we are going to come to our tummies. So let's lie flat, feet as wide as your mat, wider than hip distance if you're not on a mat. And then kind of reaching your toes away from the top of your head there. Have your hands wide, elbows are bent, just comfortably by your shoulders. All right. So remember in our extension, I'm just going to show you the height of my extension. I'm looking straight down. I'm just lengthening my spine, extending back just slightly, not even so far that I'm looking in front of me. I don't want to go into my low back. It's not a upward dog kind of thing, right? It's really, really small. Okay. So look straight down, take a breath, round those shoulders forward, just totally relax everything in your body. I'm just going to face you so you can hear me. So everything is completely relaxed. Your glutes are relaxed, your core is relaxed, shoulders are rounded forward, they're nice and heavy. So from here, all we're going to do is engage our abs a little bit. Think belly button to spine. Think about your ribs tightening up around your center slightly, and then roll your shoulders back so they're nice and open. Imagine a marble right in front of your nose. Roll it away like 2 or 3 inches and stay. And then begin lengthening. Reach the top of your head. Reach your collarbones forward. And hold when you get to your height of your extension. So take a nice breath when you're there. Yeah, very good. Thinking of the top of your head really reaching away. Hold there. Notice if you're squeezing your glutes. Try to keep them a little relaxed and then slowly melt back down, still thinking length as you lower down. So still reaching the top of your head away from your toes as you come down. Very good. So do that again. Your shoulders are rounded forward, right? Everything's relaxed. Think belly button to spine, ribs tighten up, round those shoulders back. Think of that marble in front of your nose. Lengthen that spine as you lift. Holding here again, notice if you're squeezing your glutes. If you feel your low back, just drop down until you don't. We don't want to be feeling that. Take a nice breath and then slowly lengthen as you lower back down, like you're trying to get your nose 1 inch higher than where it was the first time. Holding there. Take a breath. Round those shoulders forward. This time we're going to stay up and do a little bit of movement here. So belly button towards your spine, ribs tighten up, shoulders back, lead with your nose, lengthen, and get to a place where you are comfortable holding for a minute or 2. So feeling length, toes are reaching away from the top of your head. Can you lift your elbows? Can you lift your hands? Take a breath. So if you feel comfortable here, that's great. If you need to keep your hands or your elbows down, that's fine as well. If you're up here and you feel good and nothing in your back, let's reach our arms forward and then pull them back in. So arms reach forward, we're lengthening our spine. Arms pull back, we're still lengthening. Go for 2 more. One more. Inhale forward. Lift that little bit higher and then drop your hands, melt all the way down, and then press yourself back to that shell stretch again. Take a nice couple of breaths there. Let the weight of your body just kind of pull you into that deeper stretch. Really feel your tailbone being heavy. Arms reach forward nice and heavy. All right, give those shoulders a roll out and then come back up to a 4-point kneel. Let's do a little cat-cow here. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to come into that little round back position. So start with your lumbar spine. Drop that tailbone, scoop up through your abs, round through your thoracic. Let your head be heavy. Holding here. Take a nice breath. And then come all the way back to neutral. Lead with your head this time. Relax through your cervical, your thoracic, and then your lumbar comes back to that cow position. Take a breath. And then do that again. Tuck that tail, scoop rounding into that little cat. Ribs are tight around your center, really pressing away from your hands. Nice deep breath. Lead with your head as you come out of this. So shoulder blades slide down your back a little bit. Reach the top of your head away from your tail. Nice breath. Go one more. Drop that tail, scoop those abs. Press away from your hands. And then let's come all the way back out, leading with your head. Shoulder blades slide together. Out. Lovely. All right, so from here, kick your right leg out behind you. Really reach through your heel. Kick your left leg out behind you and hold. So heels reaching away from the top of your head. Now from here, we're going to tuck our chin, scoop your abs, press yourself all the way back to a up stretch or a downward dog. Heels nice and low. Walk those feet out. Let's go one at a time. Really pressing those heels down. Feel that nice stretch down the back lines of your legs. And then let's go both up. Keep that core connected. Drop both heels nice and low. Do that again. Heels up. Drop them down. And then one more, lift those heels up. Come all the way back into that plank. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Now from here, you're gonna lift your right foot just a little. Keep those hips nice and lined up. Drop that right foot down. Lengthen your spine. Keep your head nice and lifted. Left leg lifts, hips stay nice and even. Drop that left foot down. Take a breath. Right again, core connects and then lift. Hold. And down. Watch those elbows. Don't let them lock. One more left. Dropping down. Tuck that chin. Scoop those abs all the way back to that up stretch. Walk those feet out again. That's your little break. We've got one more we're going to do in a plank. If you're more comfortable coming to your elbows, that is absolutely fine. Come back up onto those toes. Come back into that plank, holding here. Now again, keeping your hips nice and level, you're going to lift your right leg. This time you're going to bring your knee in towards your right elbow and then kick it back. Hips stay level. Left knee lifts, pull it in, kick it out. Right, up, kick, left, up. Watch those elbows. Don't let them lock if you're on your hands. One more right. In and out. One more left. Up and out, all the way back again. Take a breath there. And then let's come back towards that plank. Step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee and hold there. So letting your left hip flexor have a bit of a stretch out. You can press your pelvis forward a little bit, which can deepen that stretch. You can also tuck your tail under a little bit. You'll really feel that left hip flexor if you do that. Take a nice couple of breaths. You can reach your left arm up and side bend to the right. If that feels good, that deepens the stretch even further. Depending on how tight your hip flexors are, this might feel good or really, really bad. And then come back through center and then turn your right leg out into that little pigeon. So you can come down as far as it feels good, just letting go of that right hip, using the weight of your body again to deepen that stretch for you. So nice big inhales. As you exhale, just letting go through that hip. We'll put 2 more deep breaths there.
And then curl those left toes under. Step your right foot back. Step your left in and come into that same little lunge. So left knee approximately under your left hip. Let that right hip kind of drop forward. You can tuck your tail under a little bit to really feel that stretch. If you want it a little deeper. So nice couple of breaths there. And then we can reach that right arm up, side bend over to the left to deepen that stretch a little further. Nice deep breath there. And then right hand, both hands down actually, and then come into that little pigeon. So turning your left leg out, you come down as far as that feels good. Again, using the weight of your body to deepen that stretch. So with those exhales, just think of letting go through that hip. And for one more deep breath here. And then curl those right toes under. Walk those hands back under your shoulders. Step your left back. Press back to that downward dog, walking your hands in towards those feet. Hang in a forward fold. Just let go through your neck and your shoulders. And then weight back into your heels. And then stack yourself all the way back up. Give your shoulders a nice little roll down. And you're finito. Thanks, guys. Hope that felt good. I will see ya next Monday, unless anyone's joining me for Reformer. Do I see anyone? I see Carrie. All right, I will see ya soon. Bye, have a nice week.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Great. Bye, guys.